Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show for another week. Well, what a week it was. 2 winners and a second from just the 4 runners. So welcome fellas and well done. A couple of winners and also a sneaky little best bet, Trent.
Best bet, our Calantha.
Got the hat to prove
got
it.
the merch, which was good. Yeah, pretty satisfying. First up for 2.5 years. Good effort on a heavy track, and big congratulations Andrew Mallion. He's fought his way back from injury, pretty severe one at that, and it was his first winner back, so we're all thrilled for him.
Yeah, very good on both fronts. I guess you know the horse has got ability, but good to, after such a long time off, good to see him do it.
Yes, he might not ever reach his full potential because of the issues that he's had, but it's just really good to see him obviously remain undefeated and tick the heavy track box. It was quite messy by his race, and he got the job done in good style. I love the fact that he took a sit and the horse went along quick enough for him to be able to do that. He was tired late, but he's entitled to be. He hadn't had a run for so long.
Well done. And for those that don't know, talk us through the hat. It's a little service that is provided here at the Turf Club for winning owners.
Correct, yes. Fan fave Australia, is it? Brett Calkin at the helm there. So obviously when you win the race, you get the photo with the bottle of wine. Really lovely wine. And new addition are the printed hats, and they come through basically when you're in the winner's room, like 5 minutes after the race. So yeah, it's a good service, and I'm sure it'll be very well received by winning connections in the future.
Yeah, good little offer there for owners. So hopefully there's many more hats in store. And Toad, let's talk about the other part of the weekend double, which was another for Mr. Mallion on Pretty Divine.
Yeah, he with the Bow Desert, it was pretty painless, really. You know, he rode her well. You know, we thought she'd lead, and he thought he'd lead, and then he got a lot of pressure off a couple of things that wanted to go mad, and he just sat up inside them and, you know, joined in when he needed to, and she was too strong for those horses out there. So I thought, you know, she's going quite well. She could have been, with a bit of luck, you know, she won 2 this time through, and could have been
4 from 4.
3
really.
or 4.
Yep, at least 3.
But anyway, well done to the Arch Park guys, and there was actually a bunch of them out there the other day. I was surprised. I got out there's like 8 or 10 owners.
Good to see some owners at the
So
race.
unlike our Calantha here, who got cost me to shout them all after the race.
Oh, well.
Went into the owners' room thinking, oh, come on boys, we'll go and have a quick drink. I think it was 120 later.
Was it? Oh, good
Yeah.
to see them enjoying themselves.
Well, yeah.
So it was obviously
Because there was only
Monday
UDLs, there was only the pre-mixed cans left to drink. So there was.
I'm going to throw a shot here. They would have been thirsty because there was no catering organised for Bow Desert, the public holiday Monday.
Yeah, after race 3 it ran out.
Come on, guys, please.
The poor staff, they couldn't even get a feed out there. Like
Seriously.
Really?
That young bloke stood with that horse all day and she's nuts. And drove him mad, and he goes, he's South American guy who was hungry as anything. He says, I can't even get a feed.
It's not good enough.
Yeah,
But
that was terrible.
anyway,
But he soldiered on.
Oh, yeah, as they do, but, you know, anyhow.
Okay.
They'll rectify that.
I'm sure they
next
will.
out, please.
It's a public holiday, so
Not good enough.
well done to the Arch Park team, and no doubt the owners had a good day out at Bow Desert. So, all right, winners. Let's see if you can back it up this weekend with a couple more to the tally. Saturday, Eagle Farm, 2 runners entered in the same race here, the Class 6 handicap over the 1,000. That being Frederick the Dane for Spicer Thoroughbreds and Blackjack Boom for the Tricolours team. So Frederick's been waiting on a run, hasn't he?
Waiting on a firm
We scratched him
surface.
from Monday.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe
Like
it.
heavy 9, and seriously, it was. I don't know how heavy 9 improves so quickly to
a soft.
Well, Mallion rode in race 1, reckons a 5.
The track was beautiful, actually.
Yeah,
It was fantastic.
So
yeah, it was really
you know,
good.
we scratched the horse because he doesn't handle going, and then all of a sudden it's
3-horse field and a nice
3-horse
track.
field, and the track's okay. So
Okay.
that's the.
But a silver lining could be, because now he gets to go to Saturday Metro
Oh
race
yeah, but that
and-
one there was it would have been like a barrier trial, and these races are quite hard to win, the Saturday Class 6s, as you know, and anyway, it is what it is. But I'll leave Trent go with the.
Yeah, he's right. He's high speed. There is an absolute stack of speed in this, down low, out wide. Some really quick horses. So it could be an opportunity just to have him sort of in the first 2 or 3 rather than banging him out and trying to put him right there and then seeing if he finishes off. as I said, a stack of speed. My thinking is that something will be coming from off the pace, and hopefully it's one of our two. Blackjack Boom was, I think, fair to say, given absolutely none first up, and drops to 51.5 kilos, soft barrier. That's a big plus. And he should be, from that soft barrier, wherever he's comfortable, I'd say midfield. Get down the middle of the track and get home, get over the top.
Because he got home well first up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, but he set too
far back.
big of a task.
Yep.
Was just out of contention as soon as the gates opened, basically. So it was a forget he went around, and he's tightened up nicely during the week. So look, they've both drawn nice soft barriers, give themselves every chance, but just need to see them do it. Boomer's had sort of 3 outs now. Last one, none of his own fault, and Freddie's stepping up in grade, and probably the market's right, I would suggest.
Okay, all right. And Tobe, another promising young jockey here, Angela Jones, booked to ride Blackjack.
Yeah. At the weights, we just thought, well, let's knock another couple of kilos off him, and this might be just what he needs to get him over the top of them in that Class 6 grade. It's pretty tough. So a couple of kilos is good, and she's riding well. She ran a nice winner on Wednesday, and she rides for Tony, I think, regularly. Does a good job, so she looks to be going quite well with the future.
Yeah,
A couple of good girls,
Cornish
Jasmine, her, they ride quite well.
Mm.
I don't know about Angela, but we had a bit to do with Jasmine. They're real horsemen. They've worked all their life with horses, so they actually go quite good.
Yeah, very good. All right, well, good luck to both sets of connections there with Frederick and Blackjack, hopefully storming home. All right, Saturday, Gold Coast, you've got a big team entered here. Castacone makes her stable debut in the maiden for the girls. She was saved from last week. We spoke about her in last week's show. What are we expecting here?
Probably something similar. Whatever she does, she'll improve on, so she might just need the run still. Scratch her from up there because of the wide barrier, and the track had rain up there, so we thought rather than go 2 or 3 hours up the road, we can just walk across the road this weekend. So, rain, hail or shine, she can run as long as the races are on, and we just expected her to, have a nice educational type run. If she wins, good and well, but if whatever she gets out of it will be better for it, I feel.
Okay.
Yep.
And you touched on the weather. Did you tune into Mr. Youngbury? Did he give his late mail for the weekend forecast?
I don't trust him. I don't bother.
No, 1 to 5 each day.
Just that's an each way bet, isn't it? Really?
It could have been a bit more today, but anyway, it hasn't come.
Yeah.
We've had bugger all really just yet, so we might be lucky.
Okay. So just keep an eye on the skies. All right. Well, good luck to Castacone Connections if she does go around for her stable debut. All right, Trent, the girls, Call Me Marilyn and Boccariva, they might be sticking together again. They went around in the same race at the Sunshine Coast on debut, and they were both good runs.
Duked it out first up. Call Me Marilyn caught extremely wide. It was forward, and then made a big long searching run. I thought even though she got beat at distance, still ran well. Looked in good nick for further, even though it's only 100 metres further. Boccariva was good, a little bit inexperienced. When Jimmy switched the stick through, she got lost and run it in. Whether or not she was getting a bit tired as well, I'm not too sure, but she looks to have come on for the run. I would say she's the pick of the two in that race, for sure, to be fair. And it's good money for Call Me Marilyn as well. I think if she was able to knock them over, it's like nearly a 33 grand result.
With the cutest and the
Phillies bonus, yeah. So some good money, but there's a sharp one of O'Day's in it that's trolled up smart twice, and our fillies will have to be on their game to beat it.
Okay, and we should mention also you've got options for both at Moolumbar on Monday, so if you needed to split them up or whatnot.
Pros and cons for both, and we'll just wait until the very last minute to decide, watch the weather, and whatever else. Okay, very good. Well, good luck to everyone involved there. Tobe, another 3-year-old maiden played over the 1100. You've got Pretty As and Sidestep Me. Pretty As been waiting a couple of weeks to kick off her career, and Sidestep Me, he was a forgive last start at the Sunny Coast.
I hope he was a forgive, because if it's not, he's in a bit of trouble. But he does work a lot better than he raced the other day, and the way he raced in his first run for us as well. When he came back to scale the other day, we thought he had his tongue back and possibly choked down. So I've added a tongue tie to him, which worked pretty good. So, but we'd need to see him do it before we got too keen on him. Nice big horse. We thought had some ability. He just hasn't shown it just yet. So hopefully tomorrow he can be a bit more competitive.
Maybe just a little bit more conservative in the run too, rather than
rather
giving him
than
an
banging
absolute
him up on
send off.
Okay.
So we'll see how we go.
And just for those that don't know, Toad, we've got a bit of noise in the background. There's a bit of
The
setting
boys-
up ahead of the weekend.
they've got 400 metres to do it, and they're doing it right next to it. So.
But just for those that don't know, that the choking down, so obviously tongue gets over the bit and they can't get any oxygen.
The tongue gets back and just blocks her airway off, and that's good night. It's basically, you can't breathe.
Yep.
So they've just got to do their best to struggle home.
Yep.
Some horses will get it right back, completely choked down. Others will,
Get it over.
get it over and be able to get some air or oxygen, but it's a restriction.
Yep.
And it's not good. So we tie that down now to make sure that they can breathe comfortably, and there's going to be no restriction. So there won't be an excuse other than maybe he might need blinkers or something, just to make him switch on a little bit more.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
but definitely expecting
Yeah,
improvement there.
expecting to improve,
And Pretty has just been waiting for her debut.
Yeah, she's similar to, we had her in last week as well. But she can walk across the road tomorrow and have a gallop. She actually galloped pretty good on Tuesday morning. She's improved a bit. She's a nice filly by Shalar, out of a mare that could run a bit. So we'll see. And as similar to Castaconi, those two do, we'll be able to put them somewhere where they can, be really competitive.
Okay, very good. All right, well, good luck to both sets of connections there also. And then Trent, to round out the weekend, Boho Beauty kicks off her prep in a Class 2 handicap over the 1100, and she had a great last campaign, didn't she, which culminated in running here in the 3-year-old Jewel, and happy with her trials heading into this?
Trials have been, I thought, okay. I think I mentioned last week, her last trial, she got beaten nearly 5 lengths, and the horse Bow Rider come out and smacked them at a midweek meeting. And she's sort of really improved since, so that's good. I don't think it's the strongest race. Would be a lot more confident had she drawn a little bit softer. So she'll be thereabouts. Whether or not condition gives out 50 or 60 out from sort of that wide gate and having to do a bit to find a spot remains to be seen. But certainly found a race where I think she can be competitive and then improve into the prep.
Okay. All right, well, good luck to Boho Beauty connections there. And that brings us to Best Bets and Unibet Punting League. Trent, you're on fire with the best bets. So what are you going to tip everyone into this weekend?
I'll just Boccariva wherever she goes. There's pros and cons for both races. Walk across the road here Saturday or Monday, Wollumbar. It's a Bob's race for good prize money. So wherever she goes, follow. And that'll do me.
Okay, keep an eye on final decision there with Boccariva and
Yep.
Toad.
I'm going Boccariva as well. She looks like a quality filly that ran well, really well at the Sunny Coast in a nice maiden. So she's come on nicely since then. And although it's only a couple of weeks between runs, probably would have liked an extra week just to think. But these races just bobbed up this week. So, but she worked lovely on Tuesday morning, and I think she can run pretty good.
Okay, Boccariva's the one over the weekend. And what about the Unibet Punting League?
Surefire didn't fire last Saturday, but the tempo absolutely farcical. He was 3 wide out the back. They were going 3/4 pace in front. The leader won. Far out. Any fear? This week, Berkeley Square, second favourite in the Caulfield Guineas, was really good, and I think it was the Exford Plate, Flemington the other day. Held up, and margin was narrow, but the win was good. So I just have a doubt over Golden Mile running a strong mile. From what I've seen in the Golden Rose, sat outside lead and got a little bit tired. So that, to me, suggests that the other horse is a bet.
Okay. All right. Well, good little insight there on those runners as well as all those over the weekend. So anything else? Grand final? Missed out there, but show everyone. You did throw something out on social media about if Parra didn't win and your predictions didn't come true.
Well,
what was going to happen?
I'm follically
Scone
challenged.
Thoroughbridge jumper on, they won.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Of course they did.
Hometown, they won all 4 grades this year. 18s, A grade, B grade, and the women's league. So well done to them.
Strong.
Yes.
I tell you what, that wouldn't have been done. I reckon.
It's probably 3 or 4 years ago, but before that.
What the
hardly
whole
ever.
4 grades? Yeah.
Tough to do.
Okay. Well,
Penny-
Scone have done it quite a bit because I know. My daddy coached the under 18s and the first grade, and they won the reserve grade and we used to call it the F trip back back in 78 or 80 or something. So
The F trip?
When he was a wee
F
taker.
trip.
Okay.
They call it under 23s or something, but
Yep,
it was
President's Cup.
second division maybe. President's Cup, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not President's Cup, but it's second division. It's the lowest grade, the lowest of the low.
Yeah, right.
Where I play when I come out of 18.
And of course, that's where the colours, your racing colours come from, the Scone Thoroughbreds.
Yeah. Love our hometown colours. They're really good, and
Like to get back there and win a Scone Cup if we could one day.
we should have won a Scone Cup one year with
Sent over.
sent over and
What year was that?
Clint Schofield.
2010.
Seriously,
That was a long time ago.
Doesn't hold grudges.
long
this
time
guy.
ago. No, I don't hold a grudge. No, he won on Hootson for us after that. And he did give it a sore back that day.
Okay. All right, well,
That'll do.
start your
Good bloke.
program.
Signing out.
Yeah, signing out. All right, have a
Loved
good
Glenn.
weekend.
He was good to us.
Who was?
Glenn Schofield.
Glenn Schofield.
He was good for us.
Yeah. All right.
We're gibbering. We got to go.
Okay, see you. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Best of luck.